everyone, it's Master Wong here. I'm back again in USA in a beautiful place of the Mickey Mouse, California. Orlando.
Where? No, California. Are we in Anaheim? Where are we?
We're in Orlando, yeah? So in this particular place here, I come across a lot of stuff you asking me about overcome fear. So many people asking that this question here, and I have so many videos from different people, from professional fighter to older trainer, and now I come and find one the master teaching the UFC as well as he's the master of self-defense. This question very important. I will ask it for you, Master Pit Master. Some of them always asking this kind of question a lot, like how to overcome fear. Fear can come in so many different factors. Can you give them free thing to helping them to how to overcome their fear?
That's a good one. Okay. Well, fear. It's a loaded question because, like, when I train my fighters, there might be a tiny bit of fear, but most of it is just nerves, like before their fight. And they have 8 to 12 weeks in camp training for a fight, to get ready for a fight, to get nervous and to just always be thinking of the fight. So that creates a lot of nerves. Fear now, we're going to talk about the street because that's what we deal with mostly, especially on our videos. So to deal with fear in the street, the number one way is, and when I say number one, I mean number one chronologically, not in order of importance. The number one way is to stay ready. You should always be training. Okay? Always be training. ABT. You should be training, your cardio. You should be training your strength. You should be training your techniques. Training your techniques is inversely proportionate to being nervous or being scared. Okay? The more you train, the less you'll be scared. So training is number one. It'll take the fear not off of the table, but it will definitely minimize the fear. All right? So that's number one. All right? Be trained and be ready to go. Okay? Number two is have a plan. All right? Have a plan. What are you going to do? Instead of just thinking, oh, I'm so worried, I'm so scared of what he's going to do, have a plan of what you're going to do. Don't be part of his plans, make him be part of yours. All right, so having a plan is very, very important when it comes to a fight. A lot of fights break out pretty quick. Somebody attacks you, that's why your training should be in the bank. That should be money in the bank. That should be your deposit already. Okay, so you should have been training. Number two is your plan, okay? It might jump off real quick, then you got to too. All right, so have a plan. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna hit him over here? Am I gonna take him down? Do I have an improvised weapon? What is your plan? So when you have a plan, that cuts down on your fear a lot. All right. The third way to dispel fear, okay, and this one is huge. Think of your why. Think of your why. You want to get home to your family. Think of your wife. Think of your kids. Think of your home. Think of staying out of the emergency room and the nursing home and the morgue. Okay? Think of the why. Why do you have to win this? Why do you have to go home safe? Why do you have to defeat your attacker? The why will help you just get rid of your fear, and it's going to give you it's going to give you the fire to have a win. All right, so those are my 3 reasons.
I think that's so perfect, because if you don't, when you're in this situation, and if you don't think about the family, the loved one and stuff like that, you're gonna have a big problem. And if you think about them and you want to get home safety, it's no more fear left. You have to do whatever it takes.
You're gonna do whatever it takes, and you're gonna fight with an added vigor and fire.
And this is why every video on asking about this question, how to overcome fear. I have about 7 videos on this, on different people. They're all very different. They talk very differently. Everybody talk differently for different experience they're in. Okay, so you have to look at what suits you and what go best with you. So your question been answered, Master Wong here.
Pit Master.
I will see you next lesson.